How's Willie Harvey look so far?
Willie's doing well. We moved him to outside to the field, and that's a new spot for him. He's been our boundary outside guy, but he's really accepted that role. He's working to be the best guy there, and has had a really good camp so far, and he's picking things up pretty fast, so it's fun to watch.
Why'd you make that move?
We made the move to get 3 linebackers on the field. That was really our goal, 3 linebacker type guys to help us there. And again, trying to get our best 11 on defense on the field, and that's all part of what we've been doing really since the springtime for sure.
What's kind of allowed Marcel Spears to elevate himself? He was the guy, I think, in Dallas at Big 12 Media Day Coach Campbell talked about. And what have you kind of seen from him from spring on?
Sure, yeah, he's worked really hard to make himself into the best player he can on and off the field both. He's really been studying the game. A benefit to him is, again, being in the same position, doing the same things at his position in our defense. Again, another camp, another spring, another camp, and heading into another fall. So that's really helped him out as well, but he's worked really hard.
Tybar Sutton, a guy you're expecting to contribute this season?
For sure. We've got a battle at the number 2 Mike position right now with Bobby McMillan and Tybar Sutton both, and they're going back and forth every day. They've each done some really good things. They've each got some things they need to work on, but we're going to need both of those guys certainly in all the special teams things we're doing, and we're going to find out between those 2 guys who our backup Mike linebacker is as well.
You talked about moving Willie to get 3 on the field. Do you think you'll use 3 linebackers a lot more this year?
We will. Yep. We'll at least always have 2 on the field for sure. And through everything we've done all through camp, we've had 3 on the field every day. So we're not going to, put a lot of practice into all that and then, change it once we get to week 1 of the season. So that's important for us to have the best guys on the field that we can get on the field for sure.
What have you seen from that group as a whole then? Coach Campbell, again, talked about them maybe it being a surprise or something where he's really kind of impressed with their growth. What have you seen through camp?
They're gaining confidence, learning how to play together. Both of those things they're doing every day and getting better at every day. It's fun to watch them right now. They're a close group, but we're working different combinations of guys naturally on the field because that's going to happen throughout the fall. So those guys just getting really accustomed to playing together is something that they're working on, and that's been fun to watch those guys get better at that for sure.
What have you seen from? I know size-wise, you guys liked Orion and Jake Hummel coming in. How quickly have they picked things up this summer and fall?
They've done a nice job. Orion dinged his ankle early on, so today was really just his 3rd practice. So he's just getting into that kind of shape and that kind conditioning and all those things. But as far as picking things up and their responsibilities, they've both done a nice job at that.
And then Joel, typical update how he's doing. So
yeah, he was on offense all day today at quarterback, so I didn't get a chance to really be around him or coach him any. So hopefully we'll get him back tomorrow. But he's done a great job. He gets better every single day, and is a leader for us, and we're certainly excited to have him at Mike linebacker.
How do you expect him to manage the, however many snaps he takes on offense and doing a full Big 12 workload?
Well, he's one of our best players, so we're going to rely on him to do a lot of different things for us. He's certainly accepted that challenge. He's physically ready to do it, and we'll get as much mileage out of him as we can. That's for sure.
Does that make the battle between, say, Bobby and Tybar more important? That if he isn't on the series, that those guys got to be ready to come in at middle linebacker? Sure.
It probably does a little bit with him playing both sides, but bottom line is you've got to have a 2 deep at every spot. That's the challenge for us right now at Mike linebacker, and it's a challenge to both of those guys that are battling for that spot too every day, and it's something that they've got to obviously rise to the occasion, and somebody's got to take that spot for us. That's a second team Mike spot for sure.
Does that change handle that, manage that, him playing both ways on a game day, just in terms of communication, where you won't maybe have the ability to talk to him between series?
Sure, yeah. Well, with the coaches we have on the field, we'll be able to work that out naturally, and the coaches we got in the press box, we'll be able to figure all that out. We'll know, naturally, as you go into a game, you got game plans on both sides, so we'll be able to manage that ahead of time as we prepare each week. Yeah.
Does that change the way you practice when you're missing one of your first team players during first team reps?
Naturally, it does, for sure. The good part about it with these guys that are battling for the second team spot, they get a chance to get more reps. They get a chance to be in different situations and have a chance chance to naturally compete for that. So it's helpful for those kids as well.